I don't know what the fuck happened, and I haven't had the time to look into it. But I guess some shit's going on with Raven Simone and her wife Miranda. Like, I guess Miranda said some shit. I think that's her name, Miranda. But like, I guess she said some shit that about around her never knowing who Raven Simone was, and I guess it wasn't true. And Raven Simone and her got on live and shit and set the record straight and shit like that. But that ain't what I'm talking about.
She was trying to say that she ain't know who she was before she.
Yeah. Like, I don't know.
Are you from out the country?
That's not my my thought. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay. Yeah, Raven gonna do what she gonna do to defend.
Are you
that,
in your 20s?
To defend that. My thought that came to me when I saw that was that, like, yo, like, even in the studdish way that Raven, like, you know, she cut off all her hair. She's like
She's still fine.
She looks like she's going for. I'm not saying that she's like trying to go boyish. She looks very non-binary.
She pays all the bills.
She looks very non-binary. She does, you know what I'm saying? She's her, right? Mm-hmm. But she's still cold. Like, she's still just like as far as like attraction from a heterosexual man looking at
sis.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, damn, like, even with the short hair and you just look at her face, like, bro, she is still just, you could do all you want to change it up and everything, but you are still just beautiful. Like, Raven Simone was like, damn. I was like, wow, she still got the eyes, everything. I just had to have that thought. I just wanted to share that. I was like, oh man, she's still beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like,
your wife don't listen to this, right?
She's aging well, like, and she just like, I don't even like follow her on like socials or anything like that. No. But from the clips that I've seen over time, still, yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes she be saying some shit.
Oh yeah, like, I mean,
but you know, I don't agree with everybody anyway. So you know what I'm saying, Raven Simone's cool in my book.
There's nobody that I agree with on everything.
No.
Don't even try it, bro. You trying to gas. Like, I see you thinking. I see you over there thinking. Like, nah,
I'm on the bullshit.
No, yeah, I know. He was like, like, how can I fuck up this shit right now? Like,
real quick though. Hey man, what was it you had to say about?
So, I had this conversation, you know what I'm saying, with wifey before. And, like, you know how, like, motherfuckers is just, like, you know, and I just want to see your opinion on this. When you get in a program, like, let's say, I don't know, like, any, like, app out there, whether it's a grocery...
We already talked about filings there.
A grocery service, not like that.
Okay.
But I'm saying, like, on some, like, whether it's groceries or whatever, you know those programs where if you, like, are a part of it and you ask people to, like, sign up, like Uber or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And be like, hey, look, you know what I'm saying, refer this to a friend, you know what I'm saying, and you get X amount of dollars if you send your friends and family,
some shit like
that.
This
link, right?
Yeah.
How you, like, do you do that? Because that, like, it came to my, you know what I'm saying, space of, like, I kind of just heard, to my attention, I've heard that there's people out there that, like, won't fucking, like, send you, like, if you send them a link or a referral and they don't fucking click on that link and sign up, but then they go, like, around that and sign up anyway. How do you feel about, how would you feel about that?
How old are they?
Are
they old niggas?
They're our age.
They are our age. Come on, man.
Like, how do you feel about that? Because I feel like, as a friend, like, if I send you a link and I'm like, hey, bro, hey, here's a link to, you know, woo woo. Yeah, you might be interested in signing up, But even more so, like by me sending you the link and you using my link, you will actually, get me something free or give me a discount. Like, there's people out there that don't necessarily do that, or they forget, or they just, say, oh, I knew about this before you sent this to me, so I had
look,
signed up.
I do kind of get people forgetting. Although if I put you on myself, I'm gonna be like, you forgot? Because it's shit like that in my job. Like, there are several levels of people that I can refer.
Yeah.
And depending on like how down bad motherfuckers is, niggas can get some bread. Yeah. And I always be like, hey, I'm gonna get some bread off this. I'm gonna split it with you. And people I know be on some like, why would you even split it with? Because I want them to go through with it. If they go through,
damn, I gotta do that.
You don't have to do that. But I'm like, it's free money. I'm not owed none of this shit. I'm helping you out. You helping me with that. So, you know what I'm saying? I'll split it with you just to get you to, like, actually do it. Now, with that discount shit, come on, man. Like, fuck with me. Fuck with me, DJ. What the nigga say on Hustle on Phone? Fuck with me.
I look at it like, and I had this conversation with wifey. I was just like, because me and her, we both agree, like, at this big age, you know what I'm saying? It just kind of looks like, wifey was telling me how, like, with one of, like, even with her friends, like, she'll actually sign up for something and cancel it. And then, if she happens to, want to sign up again, just because she like a year later or two or whatever, and they will give her the opportunity to be a new member again. Yeah. She'll reach out to like friends that have it and be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? You still getting this, right? Hey, well, send me your link and I'll go through that so you can get a free whatever.
It's called good people.
And I feel like that's like what is the word? What is the word? Like what is it called when you want to?
Like a good neighbor.
Neighbor. No. They ain't paying for this.
That's why I ain't finished.
But like etiquette. That's what I'm searching for.
Okay.
Like that's a good etiquette as like adults. Like with the world that we live in now. Like why is it so hard for you to what I'm saying put good like money or free shit into your friends' pockets? Like why does it have to be like, oh well, if I ain't getting nothing free? Because like a lot of these programs, the person that is being referred is not getting a lot of times out of that. Some of them they will allow you to, both of y'all get some off of that.
Short answer, everybody wasn't raised right. It's a lot of heathens running around this motherfucking shit, man.
I mean, I don't see how people, but there are people out here, and I just don't see how like as a friend, you know what I'm saying? Like if I send you some shit, bro, a link to, sign up for something or get, a new service, I expect you to use that fucking link. I expect you to use it so that I can get the kickback on it. And you know what? If I feel like, okay, yeah, whatever that service is or that product is, I can share it with you. That ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? If that's a necessity or if it's something that like I feel generous enough to like, okay, yeah, like I don't mind sharing this. Woo. But to expect the kickback or you to sharing it or you to do this just because you know what I'm saying, using the link that I sent you, we homies, right? It's unnecessary.
Wrong. Let's start the show.
For real.
People on that goofy shit.
These people out here tweaking, bro.
If you ready for the show, say. Say. Alright, welcome to the I Ain't Going Show, when anything goes except us. I'm your host, CJ.
On some CJ-ish.
Here with my boy, my co-host, D.
Yo.
And we are here to debate, relate, berate, and be great. And as usual,
It's homie time right now, okay?
how you doing right now? Is the speaker on?
Yeah.
You heard it?
Yeah, I heard it.
Okay, I get the headphones and all that shit. How you been doing, man?
I've been doing good,
I
man.
ain't seen you since last week.
Been doing good, man. Shit been busy.
Nice hat you got on, man.
Oh, thank you, brother. So do you, man. I see you all like, you know what I'm saying, bear down.
Oh,
and
yeah,
shit.
yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? You all bear down right now, you know what I mean? Yeah, everything been straight, bro. Like, I just busy. Looking forward to, you know, next week. You know what I'm saying? Going to Disney World with the fam. Can't wait for that shit. Like, with you know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, man, everything been straight, man. Like, just, you know, trying to figure out what that next step is and in my life and where I want to go.
Pause.
It's always been there. It's not
Yeah, kids now.
getting to there. I mean, you know, it is there. It's a part of the.
Now I'm talking about you doing it.
It's a part of the
This is the next step.
ecosystem. Oh, like me actually like getting into like performing into. No. That ain't me. that
You
ain't.
say you got kids now, man.
That's not in the cards. Like, even if I didn't have kids, it's just not the lane that I, you know.
'Cause
It's
I'm-
almost like
'cause
stripping.
your
Like
grandma-
I ain't never, you know what I'm saying. That ain't my lane. That ain't,
None of this.
yeah, no, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm not going to support you, man. Like, you going to work, man? Here go $50.
Hey man, come on through, bro. Like I'm saying, like this is females there. Like come through. Like
Nah, here go $50, bro.
you ain't gotta look up on the stage. Just you know what I'm saying.
Nah, ain't none of that. What's that bear name? Is it Hungry Bear? What?
Shit, I don't know. Little Bear, nigga. I don't know.
Oh, damn, that's where my shit go.
Bernstein Bears?
Nah, it's motherfuckers on in the poor community, like they go to like
I
the
know what you're
bachelorette
talking about.
parties.
Oh yeah,
The dancing bear.
Dancing Bear. Yeah.
Yeah. Which I think that shit is wild.
Yeah.
Like that's more wild than nigga bachelor parties. Yeah. I see that shit. I'm like, this has to be all staged. Ain't no way in hell is because I heard about women bachelor parties where a nigga show up, half of them seem to be grossed out.
Yeah.
The other half be like, oh, they ain't on that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna chill.
And now y'all want to do it on camera, and it's gonna be part of like
They sucking dick and fucking.
they doing. Hey, yeah,
I'm like,
come on,
damn.
yeah. I will say, and this is not because I watch it a lot or anything like that, because I don't. But I'm an analyzer. I'm like, you know, if I've seen it before, I'm like, if it's intriguing, I'm like, wait, what the fuck? I kind of look deeper. You know how you be like, you might see something and you start looking in the background and you really start analyzing, like, is this real or is this like, you know, stage, whatever, woo. I noticed that in some,
It'd be like 50 bitches in there.
some of them are wearing bracelets or something, some type of indicator. Cause you ever wonder like how certain motherfuckers get skipped or like motherfuckers don't.
Oh,
It's like certain ones that like show
you with the shits.
like this is an indicator like okay, you okay with this in your face.
Yeah.
Or doing XYZ, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's.
Well, maybe you think
I
it don't happen in
I
real
can't
life.
confirm it, but I feel like I've you know,
I heard about one of these bachelor parties with somebody. It was like they was sitting there chilling, and like all of a sudden there was a dick on their shoulder. It was like, "Boy, get the fuck away from me!" I was like, "Oh, so
motherfucker ain't had they didn't see the bracelet."
So anyway, your week been straight.
Yeah, my week been straight, bro. How about yours, bro?
That shit been cool, man. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all last week I had an anniversary and all that shit. Man.
Yeah, how'd that go?
Shit was cool, man. We went to a restaurant out. Not just little niggas. But this restaurant, I seen on Instagram a long time ago, but trying to tell my wife to go and all that shit. And she was like, yeah. I was like, we fucking going. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So we went.
Where'd y'all go? So you could bleep it out, but like, where'd y'all go? Because they ain't paying this.
Tulum.
Okay.
Yeah, they had motherfuckers twirling fire and shit.
Yeah.
It was a lot of Instagrammable shit there.
Okay.
But like, let me tell you this, man, my wife she wasn't on none of that shit. I was proud of her. I was like, damn.
Like she went on there like putting up the phone. Yeah, because I noticed that y'all didn't post any like pictures outside of the old school joints. Are like, this is where we came from.
To the point where,
or this is where it started.
I was like, cause she asked for a drink. She was like, what's that shit that's over there smoking and all that?
Yeah.
He was like, it's this and this and that. You know what I'm saying? Woo. He's like, it's real. You know what I'm saying? You pull your phone out. She was like, I'm cool on that. And I was like, who is this nigga? So I was like, hey, man, did I fuck up your fun? Like, because for years I've been like, put your fucking phone down and let's enjoy the moment. Let's enjoy the moment.
Yeah.
And she's on that, and now I feel bad. But she was like, nah, man, I'm just enjoying where I'm at.
I'm just enjoying the moment.
I wanted to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's always good to, like, if you capture
Apparently
it.
that's gay.
What?
Crying.
Oh.
Showing any type of emotion. Who the fuck said that? It don't matter.
Like,
some emotion, damaged woman.
But you gonna make me lose my train of thought. Yeah, sometimes you know what I'm saying, like it's okay to take pictures and do your thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like we all like I find myself capturing the moment, but then like putting away, and I don't even post. Like a lot of times I might not even post it. I just have it in my phone.
My bad for cutting you off.
No,
I
you
don't
ain't
have no
got-
problem with taking pictures. The problem I have was with, hey, don't eat yet. Hey, hold on. When it's like taking like 5-10 minutes before I can eat because you trying to set up some shit.
Yeah.
It was just like,
When you come over here,
we could be
yeah.
having fun and drinking and talking to each other and shit like that. So I eliminated that. So, you know, shout out to me. You know what I'm saying? She said that, you know, that's what she on now. I'm just like, welcome. But I'm just like, man,
Mine's
take pictures.
still
I'm
on
like,
it.
man, this bitch twirling fire. Like, go ahead. She, and all that shit. I'm like, go ahead.
Capture the shit that you're supposed to be capturing right now. Yeah.
Like, even the drink, I'm like, this bitch smoking, go ahead.
Yeah.
But one thing that I did notice, it was a Friday. It was like 5 people that was on a date. Everybody else was girls' night. And I was like, damn. Like, I'm looking around to the point where I told her like 2 days later.
Yeah.
I'm waiting in line at the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Becky was throwing it at me. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I felt a little good about myself, especially at the Vegas. I was like, all right, I still kind of got it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She's like, how tall are you? I was like, you know what I'm saying? 6'2". She's like, oh. I was like, man, how long you been waiting in line for the bathroom? Like, I ain't on the... But, yeah, man, it was a good night, man.
Yeah.
Babysitter, you know what I'm saying? It was all cool, man. The next day we took our daughter to the petting zoo and shit.
Nice.
Let her see animals in real life. She was cool at first, and she was like, "Oh no, I like seeing them on the page and from over there." But stop trying to get me to touch these niggas, like, nah, nigga. But yeah, man, we been cool, man. We been cool.
Oh, that's what's up, man. Which you reminded me, like, by the time everybody's hearing this, we celebrated my wife's birthday.
Hey,
which was
big age,
big age, May 1st. So I say that to say, like, you know, I wanted to definitely shout it out, but it's also like,
no nigga love his family.
It was the first, like, of course I got her the gift. I got her, you know what I'm saying, the gift that she wanted, and I, like, bro,
you showed up, showed out.
Like, not even that. It was just like, First off, let me make sure. Were you done with what you said? Because I don't want to just cut off your shit like that. Like,
No, yeah, I was done.
Okay. So
We cut each other off on this show.
like we do, but we try to apologize.
Who's saying
for that
more important shit?
You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's cool and all. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to him, but like, hey, Beyonce had the best. Like, but what I recognize is that like this was like probably her first birthday in a minute that it was real low key, which I was like appreciative of.
Was she?
She was too. Like she was actually. She,
word?
like I thought she. I was like, bro. Leading up to her birthday, I had a lot of fucking anxiety, bro. Cause I was like, shit. I got her this gift. You know what I'm saying? And her birthday is again, like I told you, next week. I'm taking the family to Disney World. So motherfucker, like I'm trying to make sure that like, you know what I'm saying, the family. When we go, we good. I'm worried about that. I care about her birthday. I'm trying to make sure that she has a good birthday. But it's also like, hey, look, we can kind of merge some of this shit in, and really had the full like spin on that.
Yeah.
So the whole time leading up to that, bro, I was just like, yo, the anxiety shit was just like high. And I'm like, man, like
this nigga care about his wife.
I ain't got nothing planned really for her birthday other than get her the gift. I mean, we work. It was in the middle of the fucking week. It's a Wednesday. Nigga, we both work. Kids got school. If we go out to dinner, that's dinner. You know what I'm saying? Like that. We going to fucking Disney World. We going on the trip. like literally.
This is a fucking villa.
Literally this week. You know what I'm saying? So it was like anxiety filled because I know her. I know where like she'll be cool and say, yeah, nah, that's fine. We ain't got to do nothing. But I know she gonna want to do some shit. And when it happened, the morning was cool because like the shorties, they had their gifts ready to go give to mommy, right? But my gift was still being delivered. My gift was still on the truck. It was supposed to be there before her birthday, but it was being delivered the day of her birthday.
You ain't track?
I did. I tried.
You gave her a heads up?
I told her. I had to. I had no choice. Because like she looking at me like, hey.
That's happened to me a couple times. Like, hey.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look. So, nigga, it's been years where I done had to print out some shit and like, look, this is what I fucking got you. It ain't here yet, but this is what I got you. So, long story short, bro, like it just turned out to be a smooth day. She had to work, so we both work from home, so we there. But at the same time, it was just like kids got, out school. She got her gifts from the kids. She got all her birthday wishes from everybody. Jeremiah. We had some we had some midday, you know what I'm saying? Fuck around time, you know what I mean? And like by the end of the day, I was just like, damn. Like I'm glad that you're okay with this because like motherfucker, this ain't even no milestone birthday. So I need you to understand that, like, listen. I know you want your shit to be a holiday all the time.
In his bag.
But like it's okay for us to just chill the fuck out on these days. But either way, man, it was all good. She loved it, and we had a good time, man. That's
what's up, man. All right, man. Before we get into Black History in the Making, we got to shout out our sponsor, Stogies and Bagging-Us. Stogies and Bagging-Us, premium cigars for the culture. Respect the smoke.
Smoke something, bitch.
As you can see on the ticker right here, go to stogiesandbagging.com. Hit them up for your premium cigars and hit them up for their mobile cigar lounge, man. Warm outside, little bit, you know what I mean? May time. Chicago. That's where they're based out of, if you couldn't tell from how we've been talking all these years.
Yep.
From May to October, Chicago is top tier elite city. So if you're there, hosting an event or having an event or somebody you know is having an event, hit them up. And if not, if you somewhere else, hit them up. You want to smoke cigars? They go out there. They have the classes. They tell you what pairs with what liquor. all that type of shit. TVs, all that shit, man. Summertime. WNBA is popping now.
All that shit,
You know
man.
what I'm saying? The Olympics is happening.
All that shit, man.
All that shit out there, man. Even if you a, you know what I'm saying, a vagabond like me and you smoke Black and Miles,
Like,
you know what I'm saying? You can smoke those out there too. But at the same time, whenever I smoke with them, they make me put it down because they like, nigga, put that bullshit down and smoke this. I can't even drink my my High Life beer around them niggas. They call it piss water. They shit on me all the way around. They try to make me a classy man, but I am who I am.
Classy, man. It's like quality, nigga.
Okay.
This was kid shit. Grow the fuck up.
All right. Whatever you want from me. Anyway, they will help you get to that point. You know what I'm saying? I'm out. I'm out. Not yet. You know what I'm saying? I have a little bit of time before I turn 40. You know what I'm saying?
A little bit.
A little bit, nigga. Like fuck. All right. Let's get into Black History in the Making. Black History in the Making, as we always say, we want to shout out our ancestors for everything they did for us, but we also want to shout out the good Black people that are doing things right now to help us progress and help the world progress. All right, so we have husband and wife doctors started a vitamin business to reduce vitamin deficiencies in the Black community. Lord knows I got some. So Dr. Carlina Tuggle.
He needs some milk.
I don't drink milk.
That's why, nigga.
You drink milk?
Nah.
What the fuck?
For my cereal.
I don't even put milk in my cereal, so milk dead. We already talked about this. You curse me out after this. All right. Dr. Carlina Tuggle McDaniel and Darian McDaniel are both HBCU grads, Howard Medical School and Morehouse College, and they've teamed together to launch a pro-Black health vitamin. All right, so pro-Black is PROBLK _ health. To improve health and wellness in the Black community. Hey, give me some of that. Yeah. Anything else to say?
That's amazing. That's
all right. It is amazing.
Big ups to them, man.
We're out of Black History in the Making. I really tried hard today to figure out a new title for what's going on. But, you know, life started life and this shit. I was on the cusp. And
what's going on?
I ain't do it. Stop. Anyway, you got anything to say? You had some shit to say. Like, we out of Black History in the Making now. You gonna say something about me not drinking milk in my cereal?
Nah, man. We discussed this already. I still think you're a serial killer, but, you know, for not having milk in your cereal, that's just weird.
Who do you think who's my target that I would unalive? If you think that. This is shits and giggles.
I
was about to say, he got it in mind.
I can't say it on you know what I'm saying, on air, bro. Like I'm not gonna do it.
Wow.
I already know.
Okay, I know what you're gonna say.
I'm gonna keep
you're
moving.
Right. You're right. If I would have did it,
this is how I do it, and this is who I would do it too.
All right, man. Let's get into what's going on, man. We gotta talk about the biggest topic at hand: the Kendrick diss, Euphoria. So
that show needs to come back.
Niggas is dying and they had writer strikes and all type of shit. So
it's more stuff. Like,
they gonna have to come back growner like Stranger Things. Like,
yeah.
Look.
Yeah. Like
Zendaya was already 25.
Yeah.
But yeah. So Kendrick came back with Euphoria. awesome
Yeah.
diss song.
Yep.
Multiple beats in that motherfucker. He did what I thought he was gonna do. I don't remember what you were thinking at the time.
I don't think I ever said it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I already said what I thought. What do you think about this?
I thought that it was great. I thought that it was very Kendrick-like. I also felt like it wasn't his highest capacity. I felt like it was yeah, like I felt like it was him sending warning shots. I felt like it was a warning shot type of diss. It was what we forget is that he is the ultimate storyteller. We're not going to talk about just artistry, right? Because he's an artist and
The
Drake.
ultimate storyteller?
Yes.
3000?
Bro.
Ice Cube?
Bro.
Okay, how about this? He's up there with them.
For his time right now and
Okay.
who he is and what we're talking about as far as beef, like he is one of the greatest that can ever do it.
Yes.
Good Kid, Mad City showed that at that
600
point.
weeks.
He did
on
he did
Billboard.
his mixtapes before that were
Section 80.
like examples of his storytelling. So he's very creative in how he still tells stories and how I think we had this conversation before, like how he can like a lot of the shit that he says can go over your head. It can
All
go
the
over,
time.
like because you got to go back and like
That's why I like Hov.
read through. You got to be able to, you know what I'm saying, really decipher what he actually saying because the shit that he's saying is wild once you realize what he said and what metaphor he used, whatever. So that's not to say that Drake is not a great lyricist as well because Drake is Drake and all that. But where I felt from Kendrick's track was that it made me come to the realization, bro, that Drake is seemingly burnt out. Seemingly because of the fact that Drake got a lot of shit going. He's like the top of his game. He's doing so much shit. Drake is out here being Drake, making money and almost like on I'm not comparing him to Ye necessarily, but I'm comparing him to like he's God like in the mental space. Like nigga, I could put out anything and it's gonna fucking make money.
He's been doing that.
I can do whatever the fuck I want to do.
He's been doing that.
I can talk and say and fucking for some reason that will go viral and make money.
Mm-hmm.
He is who he is, and so to take time out of all of that to now bring a lot of your energy into a beef. Now, this isn't just a normal beef. This is actually with someone who, again, is a master lyricist and storyteller.
He's up there.
He's up there. He might not produce as much as you. He might not move the same way that Drake does. He might not have, like, he might not move the masses.
Just keep making me wave my hands and it'll be okay, nigga.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's not moving the masses like Drake necessarily, but he has his cult following. He has a
big cult following.
He has a very big cult following, but Drake has even bigger.
No, I was talking about Drake.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, like, Kendrick has one too, but like that's who I'm talking about. But Drake does as well. But my feelings for it is that with all that's going on, he has to be burnt out. Maybe he's not, and it could be other things. But the way that Kendrick just came with a well thought out, and wasn't even his best, like, it makes it like Drake didn't have it either. Drake came out completely. What did
we
Kendrick
liked
say?
it at the time?
I liked it.
I liked it. Came on here and said,
But
pause.
I liked it, but I also said that it was
Yeah.
mid. I told you that when we heard it. My stand still
I think it
stands on
said
that.
7.
Like I was like,
7.5.
Like I was like, it was cool. Like it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Damn, it wasn't back to back. It wasn't like, damn, you made like because you can't make a diss record like back to back. Hold on, you can't make diss record like back to back, and in the future, all of your shit does not amount to that or go higher because you are Drake, because you are who you are. The expectation is higher. Yes. Somebody else could have came out with that and it would have been completely fine and satisfactory. But because you are who you are, you have to be able to live up to that. If you set the bar there, if there's no one else that can set it higher, you have to set it higher. You have to break your own records. And so I felt like compared to what he did before, this was like, I know he can do better because the expectation is that, I need something either like that or better. And if you don't do that, then it's going to be like, yeah, that's mid. But then it was like, when you analyze what was actually said in that compared to how Kendrick, who took only, an extra 2-3 weeks to actually come out with something that was also milder to what he could actually probably produce. It looked like Drake just didn't have it all. He didn't care enough. He just was upset and just started like saying shit like, I gotta get this shit out real quick and I gotta shit on this nigga real quick and yada 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 and all my fans gonna fucking love it because I am who I am. It's like, no, like we actually like we want you to fucking kind of put like if you don't do shit any other time because everything that you do right now is Drake. Everything that you do right now is hot, is in the streets, is what we want to hear. Like it gets the clubs going, it gets the when you're in a car, he got good hits and he still says good shit. But he's not like, but we want that real clever Drake. We don't want the shit that we normally hear. Because otherwise it's just gonna sound like the shit that you're doing right now, and you're gonna feed into what Kendrick is basically saying. It's like, yeah, you do this, but you ain't really saying shit.
Okay. I want to go back to when Back to Back came out. Remember we were talking earlier and you were telling me like under what circumstances did Giannis win that championship?
Yeah.
That's how I feel about Back to Back. Under what circumstances was Back to Back like the shit? In the real life, push-ups and back-to-back are the same.
Oh, you
no.
crazy.
Hear me out. Not impact. But how, like, the lyrics and how he's going about it, they're the same. Now, the impact was bigger, and the reason the impact was bigger, because he put pressure on back-to-back. He put pressure on Meek. He put 2 out in, like, I think it was like 48 hours or some shit like that.
Yeah. Because his first one wasn't good enough.
And Meek Mill is a battle rapper. You know what I'm saying? He talk about bust my gun and all that shit. Drake, who came out, when he first came out, anybody diss me, I'll never come back or all that shit. It was very unexpected. And when he did it, it was like, oh shit, damn, he dissed and his song was good.
Yeah, he set the bar.
Meek Mill was on tour. Couldn't fucking no. Hear me out. That's why I
he wasn't injured.
That's why I preface. He wasn't injured. He was doing other shit. He was on tour. After he got on tour, he did what you're accusing Drake of doing now. I'm rushing some shit to put some shit out. Everybody was like, oh, nigga, you lost. Because Drake put in like, hey, you got 48 hours before I put some other shit out. He put the other shit out, niggas like, damn, trigger fingers turning Twitter fingers. You got Body by Singing, nigga like, oh shit, we know Meek's gonna come back with some, you know what I'm saying? I beat your ass when I see you. It wasn't that. And it was just like, damn. You let Drake do that to you, you Meek Mill. How the fuck did this happen? How the fuck did Giannis beat Chris Paul and Devin Booker and all them niggas and all that shit? Circumstantial. Pusha T comes out after this. Jay Prince deaded it. But what was he really going to say to that nigga? And now I'm feeling the same way. What are you going to say about Kendrick? What can you say about him? He's a private motherfucker. Even in your last diss, you was kind of lying and doing innuendos and shit like that. So, like, what are you really saying? What can you say? What can you say to a nigga that raps better than you and has a upper hand on you? It's shit that I could think of that he ain't said about this nigga. Let
about
alone
Kendrick or about
Drake.
Oh yeah.
Let alone shit that he knows from being in the industry. So I'm like, I expect Drake to come back, but I don't see it.
Yeah.
I don't see it.
I mean, what I was saying or asking people about what is there about Kendrick that I can say, there isn't. I mean, there could be.
He don't release because he released every 4 years like a cicada.
Yeah, but like you can't get on somebody because they like choose that as their artistry.
Yeah,
like they whatever. But like I feel like Kendrick is on some like Black Mirror shit. It's shit that he.
We gotta talk about that.
It's shit that he gets that's beyond, like, he's analyzing him as a figure, as a, not just like trying to attack him personally on some like, oh,
it's personal.
It's personal, but like not on some like, hey, you walk down the street and or
I hate the way that you walk,
or you had this type of
I hate the girls that you fuck.
Like you have this type of experience with this girl, or this girl in the news said this about you, or I know this girl that you fucked with said that you fuck funny. I don't know. Like, he's not going to go after that. He's going to go after the stature in the person, the structural, like what you are doing to the culture, which is like a way deeper.
He alluded to that.
Fuck it. That's what I'm saying. That's the only way. That's the only place he can go. He can't go deeper. He can't go deep.
Can I tell you what he ain't even hit on?
Yeah, I want to hear. I want to hear what you gotta say.
Ahead.
But like, there's a level of like just what you are doing culturally, or what you represent as a figure in our society, that Kendrick has been very consistent on talking about rappers in the music industry as a whole. And a lot of times he's been throwing shots at these niggas for a minute, because he's like, yo, all black empowerment, all black, he's all about creating, like, in his mind, speaking to the issues and the challenges that we face. So he's already articulating and being clever enough to write this shit naturally on his albums. He's only going to feed into that. And he's going to express, or like in a very clever way, shit on Drake for being part of the problem.
Oh, I thought that's what he's already doing.
He's already doing it, but he started, but he went more like with the simplify, y'all, can see this. But what y'all like don't see is that next level that I feel like he can go. He can go to that next level where it start getting us in a place where we're thinking like, oh shit, damn, we are being appropriated. Like,
will you say that again?
I'm drinking.
Appropriated. I know appropriate.
What you know what I'm saying. So all I'm saying is like, I think, I don't know for a fact. Like, I just feel that's where it could go, because of the fact that he's pointing out, he's giving those warning shots of like, he's not going to go the old route where like Meek is like finding out some really personal information necessarily. He might get some personal information that he can use against Drake.
No, he said he got
further.
better shit to do. He raised his son. He know shit about.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, he can take what is a normal mainstream shit that we all know, but then he can go off into a whole nother deep, twisted realm where we're all like, damn, fuck, we are like, damn, why do we like this? Why are we like, you know, whatever? But Drake is still Drake. Drake gonna come back with some shit that could
I like
just be
Drake
fire.
when I like Drake. And that's what I've been on for the longest.
I've liked Drake ever since, like, So Far So Gone. Like, there's no, even if I ain't fuck with like full albums and like maybe the album wasn't my shit
That's
at
what
the
I'm
time.
saying. I like Drake when I like Drake. Like when he got some shit out that I like, I fuck with him.
Yeah,
And I don't have no problem with him for real. I don't know this nigga, but I do see what Kendrick's talking about though.
Yeah.
The only problem I have, and it's not even with Drake, it's with Drake fans.
Yeah.
I live with one. And you know what I'm saying? It's like sometimes I'm like,
when they don't understand where, like, they don't even want to
This
listen
is-
to anybody else. They just said, no, it's the same thing that when we had it with the Future thing. Like, the Future conversation.
Fair enough. What I was gonna say that he ain't even hit on is the grooming shit. Because he's been on stage with some youngins, which I don't think that's grooming, but he's also like been with like been with, we've been hanging around like 11 from Stranger Things and I forgot her real name, and somebody else, which I'm not even gonna pull up because I don't know who the fuck the name is or whatever. But that's some, I'm not accusing him of shit, but that's some other shit that you can bring up, which that was in the innuendo of his lyrics, Kendrick's lyrics. So, but other than that, man, I got Kendrick up, and I think that Kendrick is going to win this. If Drake comes back, however, I think it'll be Jay-Z Nas. Like, nobody was hurt. Niggas just got their record sales up and all that. And we had fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Drake needs to just sit on this one a little bit. Pause. It's just like,
we don't want to hear you say nigga no more. Oh.
because I know how clever Drake can get. I know how witty and under, like, you know, how he can really flip some shit. I think that he has to change up his strategy when it comes to Kendrick Lamar. Like, we know that you're the top guy right now, so you got to kind of go back in your bag a little bit and really think through how you want to, you know, showcase what you got. Like, yeah, we love all the shit that you're putting out right now, but like, because it's club bangers, it's like the shit that we like listen to. But outside of that, for this, we need something a little bit more.
All right, fair enough. All right, man, we gonna get back into it, man, and I'm gonna show this clip right now.
Do you think we should give R. Kelly a second chance?
Everybody deserves a second chance. I know that Elvis, a lot of them for 14, 15. I know niggas with young girls, to keep it 100, right? I'm not into that. Again, the legal age is 16 years old. So does that make it right if it does it? Yes or no? To everybody on the table.
Absolutely
does that make it right?
not.
If it's legal, does it make it right if a dates a 16-year-old?
Makes it very wrong. I
Ladies?
don't agree.
No, it's gross.
All right. So, but it's legal in America.
Right.
So why the is R. Kelly doing all this time? And because you know why? Because they're 14 and 2 years younger. But you don't think that the ones that you don't think that the people who cleared it for 16 years old didn't know that they're with 13 and 14s too. Right. Like, even to make a age that young to be the law, you already know they're going under that.
Right.
I'm not condoning niggas with little girls. It's sick.
Right.
All right. It's sick.
I agree.
But I don't think R. Kelly should ride for 30 years either.
And I still be riding the R. Kelly. I don't like.
Listen,
I
man.
be playing my and people looking at me. I'm like, nah.
But
I'm
what about
riding
R.
this
Kelly
shit.
getting when he was a kid. They didn't take in consideration none of, and they exploited him and made all these documentaries that all these people made money off of.
Right.
Them parents and them girls knew what they were dealing with R. Kelly. A lot of people knew that. You know what I'm saying? But R. Kelly wasn't educated, man.
So, we're not going to get into that shit, what he's saying. But this does raise up the question because Coi Leray, his daughter, says that she wants everyone to know that she does not want anything to do with her father, Benzino.
Because of that? Because of what he said on that? Or is it just... Because I know they had a rocky relationship anyway.
Well, they've had a rocky relationship, but I'm gonna bring up the post that she put up because she wasn't going.
It doesn't matter that I'm not going.
I want everybody to know this, Coi Leray. I want nothing to do with anything my father has going on. I haven't spoken to him in over a year, and I don't condone or respect any of them interviews he got going on. I don't respect his decisions, and I really want nothing to do with him. Please don't even think of me when you see him. Another post, sharing the same DNA and blood doesn't capital make us family. Loyalty, boundaries, respect, teaching, guidance, love, patience, encouragement makes us family. Keep me away from people who try to get their lick back, please, and thank you. I can't wait to have a kid one day. I can't, she goes on with that. So my question to you is, what would your mom have to do for you to disown her? Tough.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, that's my mom. That's not even like, you know what I'm saying?
So
I mean, and I get it. There's a lot of, I think disowning, like, it would have to be,
because from her perspective, I mean, to cut you off, he wasn't around.
Yeah.
Benzino says he was around and giving money and all that shit, but
Yeah.
You know how that shit go.
Yeah.
The kid has a different perspective.
Yeah. I would say that it would definitely have to be like the way that she treated me as a child or treated me in life.
Oh, no, we're talking about right now.
Like right now?
Right now. What would your OG have to do for you to just be like, nah, I don't fuck with her no more?
I would say that it has to be on some like, if she truly disrespected me and disregarded me as a person.
Okay.
Like, there's a difference between like discipline and just being a parent, and like, you don't have to like as a grown man, you ain't gotta handle me with kid gloves. You ain't gotta like do none of that. Like, you did your job, you raised me, I'm here, so I can't hold anything, against her, ever in that in that aspect. But it's just like, I would assume that like, for me, is you don't respect me as a person, like, and you degrade me and you like devalue, like, you know what I'm saying, you don't have any love for me. Outside of that, I don't know how I could ever, you know what I'm saying, disown the woman that has did nothing but been there for me my entire life, backed me up, loved me, love me, still shows love me. You know what I'm saying? Like that like, I could never like not see my mother. I couldn't see her not in my life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's hard for me to really understand like what she could do. But I'm sure that there's mothers out there, unfortunately,
I've seen them,
that have done some foul shit. You know what I mean? To respectfully get disowned by their children. It's like, yo, like, I'm grown now, and Like, you trying to fight me, you trying to do all this shit to me. You know what I'm saying? You doing that's
Even
it's
then, it's
wild
like,
shit.
Hey, let's talk about what happened yesterday.
Yeah, but if you always like, if you're just a violent person,
No. This is your mom now.
That's what I'm saying.
This is you now.
That's what I'm saying. If you're like being violent to me and you're really like, I hate to say it, but it can be a factor, but like addicted to drugs or some type of thing where it's like, if I'm trying to help and you really like do something to harm my family now
Okay.
and disrupt the family and put my family that I have now in jeopardy, then that could be something. But outside of that, like, and that's after, continuously trying to help and redirect and correct that. If
This
that
ain't you.
Yeah, at some point you gotta be like, all right, enough is enough. I can't do nothing. Same way with a parent and a child. Like, if a parent is trying to help a kid, their child do right or like help them out and get them on the right path, and they just refuse and they just are putting their lives in jeopardy or their life or the well-being in jeopardy, they're gonna be like, nah.
I'm glad you said that, because I wholeheartedly believe in that shit.
Yeah.
Like, as much as it sucks, like if your kid is like the bad seed, even though you might have had something to do with it, or you might not have, like motherfucker came out, cuckoo. And so that was my most PC way of saying this shit. But yeah, man. And even with that, it's like, hey, come back later on when you know what I'm saying, get some of that evil about you and all that shit.
Shit. A good example of how that shit don't.
I get like on some Marvin Gaye shit on your Marvin Gaye daddy shit on your
how that shit didn't work, but I recently started back. I finished it, by the way. Snowfall. I rewatched Snowfall, the whole series again, just because I wanted to, I wanted to go again. You know what I mean? It was a great fucking show. Towards the end, when Wanda came back, you know what I'm saying, and she went to go visit her grandmother and wanted to give her a necklace.
Fuck out of here.
Grandma was like, yo, I don't give a fuck how good you got. All that is beautiful. But motherfucker, does this bring back the fucking shit that you stole from me back when you was on that shit? Get the fuck on. She was like, hey, look, well, can I at least give you this necklace? Like, she was like, hey, look, I'm going to close this fucking door. If you want to leave it, fucking leave it. If not, get the fuck out my... Like, she was adamant about, like, I don't give a fuck how good and clean you are. Nigga, you burnt that bridge. So it's like, hey... I felt her a little bit on that. I was like, damn,
I felt that all the way, G.
But the reason I said
I don't want to hear that shit.
But the reason I said I felt that a little bit is because like we watched it from the other side. We didn't watch it from the grandmother's side. Was. Yeah, like the grandmother just know that this motherfucker like tweaking. Beat her up, stole her shit, cussed her out, and was wilding the fuck out. And I'm sure she probably tried to save her, probably tried to help her, get her right.
Door without a gun.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So I think that there's definitely something that could get there. I would say for me it's like it's a level of like you put us in jeopardy. Like we tried to help you, tried to do this, we tried to, you know what I'm saying, like compromise and work this shit out to better the relationship. But once you show that this shit just ain't it, there's a certain point where motherfuckers just don't, like, you can't go no further. Like we're wasting life at this point. Like we're wasting.
You pissing me off.
Yeah, it's like we're wasting each other's time because I can't keep going through this shit with you and you can't get it with me.
On that shit.
I'm just saying, like, like I
like,
just,
well, why now?
Yeah, like the fuck, motherfucker, you You barely drunk wine coolers back in the day. Like,
experiment dead.
like, what
That
the
shit
fuck is you
over with,
doing?
man.
Like, I got kids
folks
now,
going to
yo,
ayahuasca
grandkids.
retreat or some shit like that. Like, you can't start smoking crack
Yeah, nah.
in 2024.
But that's also to the point where it's like, yo, like I ain't saying instantly. That's like, oh shit, fuck it, I gotta get this fixed. I gotta do what I gotta do. Once that shit is like some time, I don't know how much time, but once that shit is like some time that has gone past of just failed attempts to correct it.
From other motherfuckers like, yeah, she doing good now.
yeah, like it's because you know how some people do the runaway shit where they disappear for a little bit and like don't, you know what I'm saying, like, and then show up all of a sudden like, you know, wilding the fuck out and saying, "No, I'm good now." It's like, gee, I can't keep chasing you, and that's unfortunately what a lot of people have to deal with, and that doesn't, you know, it can't last.
No.
At some point, you got to be like, you know what? I can't help you anymore. Okay. But that shit would hurt like a motherfucker. I couldn't even imagine ever disowning my mom. My mom is like, you know, a beautiful. She's a beautiful soul.
My mother's a saint.
She's a beautiful soul, bro. Like, I might not always agree with like the shit that she do because as adults we all
Dorothy
be like,
Mantooth is a saint.
like, gee, like for real, like that shit made me feel a little emotional. Just thinking, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's my mom, bro. Like, get the fuck.
Oh man. Well, shit. I got here like she tried to unalive me instantly. Even though I would want to hear from her later, but I'm just like, try to kill. Like, who's the mediator? Because you know, you might kill grandma. I don't know.
Yeah.
I gotta say unalive, so I'm not doing that shit. But anyway,
we can. You can. It's okay.
You right. I do edit. You right. I'm gonna get my words together. But yeah, she tried to unalive me or anybody in my family without provocation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I need to see what the fuck happened. Like, what happened? Like, did Marlena say, like, did she, you know what I'm saying? What happened?
So
when you tried to unalive my wife or my daughter.
So for first, like, is it like a first attempt?
So my daughter's like, nigga, please. You said the first attempt.
Yeah. Our daughter, like, children. Oh yeah, no, that you right.
Yeah,
like
right. What happened?
First attempt.
Because I've been watching that Lakeith show on fucking Apple, The Changeling.
Mm-hmm.
You seen it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I ain't done yet, but like them bitches is killing a kid, unaliving their kids.
You gotta watch it.
And like, oh yeah, we watching that. You know what I'm saying? We recording today, nigga.
Yeah.
So we just started yesterday. We like 3-4 in.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I'm like,
it's a good show.
Like,
good show.
You know what I'm saying? That is not my kid. I'm like,
I'm gonna spoil some shit for you, but yeah, I'm good.
We don't give a fuck about that. I'm gonna keep watching. But, don't do it right here. But yeah, man, you try to do that shit. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Even then, it's like, hey, I'm gonna have to have a buffer between this shit because I'm gonna need to see what the fuck happened and why you think this shit is cool.
Yeah.
Can we say this without
I don't even know what you're about to say.
Let me do like the nigga said on Knocked Up. A child semester. A child semester. Like, if she was on that, I'd be like,
oh, your ass.
The fuck? Damn, it's got to that. But like, if she did it to my daughter, I don't want to hear shit. Like it. After a little time, I would want to hear like, why the fuck you thought that was cool all of a sudden? I've never seen this. I ain't see this coming.
Yeah,
that's what she said. But but like, yeah, those are the two things where it's just like, in piggybacking off the shit you said earlier.
I get it. I want to move on from this.
Okay,
like,
okay, yeah. Don't nobody want to disown their mama.
Yeah, like,
All right, let's talk about some other shit.
yeah,
Man.
like, I don't even like this.
This is more bullshit, but this is more on brand. So, let me see if I got a clip. If I don't have a clip, I can articulate this.
Can you though?
You didn't let me get. I was gonna joke on myself, man. You didn't let me get it off, man.
Oh, pause.
Pause. I can't do nothing in this motherfucking podcast. Hope you guys are having a good
This
time.
nigga, wow.
Okay, so no, it's just a post. So, men, please answer. What makes most men leave their woman after giving birth? You want to go first?
You go first.
Oh. Oh, okay.
This is your realm.
This is my round.
I don't know
ain't
why.
never left nobody. What the fuck? But this your round too, nigga. We both come from motherfuckers who daddies weren't around, nigga. So let's not do that.
My daddy was around not my biological.
That's what I'm saying.
But
I
had a daddy. My stepdaddy was there since I was 3. And
I just think he better than
he is my daddy. He taught me everything I know.
Shout him out, man. Anyway, I'll tell you right now. It's real simple. Either the nigga didn't want no family with you.
What?
Or the nigga didn't want a family at all.
What?
Or he didn't like her no more.
What?
Well,
but why didn't he like it no more?
There's a lot of reasons. Look, bro, there's times where niggas don't like who they fucking with at the time, but they start back liking them out of therapy or motherfucking done matured and grew up or some shit like that. But it all depends on like how much time you spend with them. But it's ups and downs in relationships. Excuse me, niggas know. But for some reason, some women don't know. They just think it's supposed to be this or this, and it ain't. And that's why I love Michelle Obama.
What the fuck?
And she was on that fucking talk show.
Yeah.
Spit mad gang. She was like, I ain't like Barack for 10 years. I was like, oh shit. Like, yeah.
Been the realest.
You know what I'm saying? The kids, they terrorists. I was like, these niggas. Ooh. Yeah. But yeah, you leave a motherfucker when. And the biggest reason of all this shit is because rarely do niggas get heard in relationships. Like, as far as their needs and wants.
I think there's a lot there. I think that there's something, not a lot, but there's something there. There's that is an aspect of it, but I also think that there's times where, like, when someone leaves a situation randomly, right? If this is their first,
it'll never be the first.
If this is their first offense,
it'll never be the first.
But like, I think, and this is just my opinion, of course, I think there's a moment of reality that hits that makes you think about the situation at hand, what you're up against, what is really truly going on, right? Like, if shit this just got real. And that's what I'm saying. Like, if this is that's why I say if this is your first time, like in your first child.
Oh, that's what you were saying.
Yeah,
okay,
my bad, this is your, like, I thought I was ready, but I really am looking at all the shit that I got to deal with. Like, because, like, coming from a man that has 2 children, right? There's a lot of people that got more. So I'm like,
Nick Cannon.
To me, that's my max. You get what I'm saying?
Topped out.
I'm topped out. I'm done. You know what I'm saying? Got my boy, got my girl. Topped out. What a lot of people don't see or get the opportunity to see until they're in it is the fact that, yo, that whole situation, that whole setup.
That shit.
We're gonna bleep that out.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Whoa. What a lot of people don't see is that there's a lot to that shit, and it hits you like you gotta. I mean, the appointments, the stress, the
non-sleeping,
and this is before the child is coming.
Oh, you talking about that? Oh,
I'm talking about like you're in the hospital. You're damn. I got
before that shit was decent.
No, it was. I mean, because
compared to after.
The setup was still stressful because if you care about, you know, the mother of your child and the things that she has to go through during that time, and like, mind you,
I was holding it down.
Like, bro, people don't get to that point.
Go ahead.
People don't get to that point because of the fact that, like, yo, when I'm talking like the emotions that go through your spouse or the mother of your child, because I don't know, like a lot of times if you're not married, you know what I'm saying, it's not necessarily your wife, but like the things that they have to go through emotionally, you have to take a lot of that shit on. You have to be ready mentally already to deal with and help them through the shit that they going through. And it's almost like being on shrooms. If you are in a toxic relationship and you go into that shit just intensifies, right?
Way to relate it to me.
I'm just saying, like, if that, but is it not though?
No, you're right.
If you are in a toxic relationship, when you go through a state of like where your emotions are high and all, and like this drug of being pregnant and your body changing goes through whatever, like not whatever, but goes through these epic challenges. Everybody got to deal with this shit. Everybody got to go through this shit. Your spouse, your boyfriend, husband, whatever, has to be there to help support through that. And that's a challenge in itself because you see a different side.
Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. Which I understand.
I know nobody ain't trying to hear that.
I understand.
You see a different side of this person that you was just trying to smash 9 months ago. You was just trying to like, yo,
and you couldn't pull out.
We're going out to eat. We're going out to, you know what I'm saying, do this, and we're going to smoke, and we're going to go back to the crib, and I'm going to, woo-woo. You know what I'm saying?
I was like...
Then you fast forward, and I know I'm making this shit longer than it has to be, but the point of the setup is already a stressful, like, if you're not ready, that's something to get used to. But then you add on, like, the hospital experience in itself, whether you're having a natural birth or having to have a C-section, the preparation and just being in the hospital and having to be there and help is stressful. And I'm not saying that like, oh, the men are stressed, but what are the women going through? You have to be a support system. Like, that is a duty that you have to take on. You have to be there.
The trees really helped me out with that, man.
Whatever it is.
Yeah,
but you chose to do it because you knew what you needed to do to be that support system, right?
Oh, yeah.
You like regardless of how you handle it, you gotta be able to handle it, right?
We in like, I don't even want to call it rare. It used to be rare, a rare occasion where it's like, oh, this is planned.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You straight.
Yeah. I was like, oh shit, I didn't leave
this
that
is
too
planned.
quiet.
You know what I'm saying? Like, A lot of times it be like, shit.
Yeah.
So what you gonna do?
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like
you ain't. I thought you was. So we gonna get the pill?
And that's a whole nother ball game though. Like I was going off of the shit was like sort of planned or like sort of like in the era of like acceptance. Like if this happens, we cool. I'll be there or whatever. But all that to say, in the long story, and I'll cut it off in this because I don't want to make this like that long story short. But like the reason why I feel like most after the fact leave is because you hit with that realization, like nigga, I just went through all of this. I had to do this.
I don't even know if I like you no more.
Nigga, I don't know if I like this. I don't know if I want to be a part of this, which is fucked up.
It is.
It's shitty as fuck. And which is why it's like we talk about it like off you know what I'm saying, off the mic and shit. Like that shit is like dumb as fuck, honestly, to
knock up a stranger.
Put yourself in that position.
Oh, well, yeah, I did a lot of dumb shit in my life.
But you realize that shit, right?
Oh, yeah.
So the point is like, you don't have to like put yourself in that situation. You won't be there. I get it. The shit is fucking fine. Like the shit is flame. The shit is what it is. We love it. We all love it.
I'd be damned if I put another rubber on. You got your fucking mind. And I'm married now. Like, shit, I was halfway doing the thing, man. Like,
I'm married. I've been with my wife for 20 years, bro.
Centuries.
Married for 15.
In black years, centuries.
I can count on my hand how many times we used to fucking...
One hand?
One fucking hand. How many times we used a fucking, you know what I'm saying, rubber, bro?
Gee, I remember my wife fucked up birth control. She was like, let's put up. I was like, we're not fucking. Are you out your mind? Don't even, what are you talking about? You bring rubbers in this house, you must be wanting us to cheat on each other.
Well,
nigga, I'm not wearing no goddamn condom.
Same thing happened to my wife. I'm the PO king, bro.
Apparently I am too, nigga.
I
thought my shit ain't work till I had a kid. I was like, you know, I done did all this shit back in the day. Maybe my shit don't work. So she got off the, what you call it? Bam! I was like, oh shit. So I just been looking God. Oh shit. I mean, there was some plan B's and shit in between there. But, but you know what I'm saying?
Bro, each child that I had, bro, or not that I had, but like that, you know what I'm saying, my wife had.
Each child that I had.
Hey, where
you know
the
what
white
I'm saying?
women at?
Oh, that was the wrong one.
It was a responsibility.
No shit.
It was a responsibility that I took on.
Talking about
that I took on gladly to be a support system for, you know, for her. But a lot of people don't talk about how that shit is not. That shit is not easy, bro. Like, and people like who are not ready.
Having kids?
Yeah. That are not ready.
Coronavirus.
But like that, if they're not ready, that shit can easily fucking fuck up your whole like mental. And I'm not saying it's right, and I'm not saying that, you know what I'm saying, but I also like understand that like people have to adjust to a lot of shit like around this. And that's why I was never big on being like, yeah, I want to have a lot of kids. Because in my mind, I was like, at most, I want 3. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, understanding what all I gotta do to build that shit, I feel like I just wasn't ready for more than that.
Nigga, you know when you met me, I was like, I don't want none. You know what I'm saying?
But you respected though. You respected like not because all like fuck kids. It was more so like it was like I know what you're saying. I know you ain't say that, but I'm telling you, the world like I know what you're saying because I was there. Like you was never like fuck kids. It was more so like like no, like I understand what it takes to go like to raise kids and be this and be involved in this. Like I don't want to have kids just to be like, yeah, I got a whole lineup of kids. I got to be able to like manage and like help build members of society. Like I got to like create.
And I'm not a good person in society right now. Like in my 20s, nigga.
Nigga, you might have got in trouble. Like, let's be real.
No,
bro.
I was just saying, like, I wasn't fucking helping society.
Yeah, but you weren't bullshit. And you was still a member that can like survive. Like, you went like on some shit that was all right. Maybe all right,
right.
Like,
all right, man.
But all in all, I just want to say this before we break out. You know, so I'll go into the to the next segment. I just want to say that is not
this is a good guy.
It's not. I don't. It's not a. There's no right answer to that because we don't condone a motherfucker like choosing to have a child, choosing to do the work to having a child, and then bouncing and not being there for that child because that shit is wild. Like, regardless of all the shit that you got to go through. And that the realization of all the challenges and the shit that you got to do.
Oh, I forgot the mama might not be shit.
Might not, but that ain't no reason to leave the child who has no, like, listen, that child didn't ask to be here.
I know
that child didn't ask to be here.
In an ideal situation.
I'm not going to agree with that.
Ideal situation, yeah. But if
you work on taking a child away from that mother. If you go
over to your baby mama house and she trying to fight you or got niggas trying to fight you every time you go over there, then what?
I mean, understandably, I feel like those are circumstances where it's like you would be on some like, hey, look, I'm gonna try to wait until the child is of an age that I can reach out to them directly and not have to go through the mom to try to rekindle and give my side of the story. That's the only thing that you can do at that point. Because otherwise it's harmful for y'all to be in a situation.
Leaving the mama though. But
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah. Like you said some other shit.
All right, man. Can you be bought? Can you be bought? Got one for you. Leak your sex tape. $2 million.
Yep.
You and your wife?
Oh, that's tough. Cause
yeah, who the fuck was you fucking?
I'm thinking just in general a sex tape. Like, release it. Like, I gotta get her consent.
Oh, he's exposing himself.
I gotta get her. If she okay with it, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, the sex tape with you and your wife, nigga.
No, I'm saying, I'm thinking in general, if it's...
That was just you beating off?
No. I'm thinking like, if it wasn't with your, like, if it wasn't your wife, you were single and all that shit.
So
like,
that's it.
And like, I'm thinking outside of that.
Oh, yeah. No, we're back to real life now.
Yeah. Like, right now, I couldn't say that I would want to take the $2 million. I'd be okay with taking the $2 million.
Like, shit.
But I don't know if she would be okay, but she probably would. It got to be up to her at that point. I'm good with it.
I feel you. I'm good with it. My wife ain't going.
It doesn't
you think she ain't going for $2 million?
Nah, her parents. Which I'd be like, they not gonna see that shit. But she'd be so fucking.
But if they know that it's out there,
no, they wouldn't know. It'll be on some what you call it, some Kim K shit without one of our parents being a pimp. But it would really like Like, yeah, it's out here. There ain't no shade. That's what the fuck happened. But yeah, I'll be down with it. Like, fuck it.
Yeah, I'd be okay with it. I just,
yeah,
I can't.
She could be like, oh yeah, and
I
then
can't
she'd
speak
be like,
for her.
She'd be like, oh, nephews and nieces and see and everything. They should have been on there.
Yeah, nah, yeah.
It ain't like our shit just gonna get all these hits. Niggas making love or not. Catch me. Depending on what it is. Like, catch you on like nigga that came back. She done came back from brunch. Like, what's up? Hey, niggas don't talk about that enough. When your wife come home drunk, like, what a meat.
Hey, stop, man. Come on, man. Quit playing. Hey, yo, chill the fuck out. Man. You grabbing me all hard and shit. Like, damn. Like.
What's the problem?
Like, I'm a bitch now? I'm a bitch now because I ain't trying to deal with you and your drunk ass?
Yeah, because you hit me in my nuts when you try to jerk me off. Oh, shit. So, we going, but we don't know what's going on the other side.
Yeah, I don't know that. I don't know how to fully answer that one. Like, I know that I would, but
shits,
like,
man.
yeah. I gotta have the consent first, though. I can't just put out I can't just put it out.
I'll probably get divorced on some bullshit, and then she had the upper hand. Like, why you divorced? Because of damn.
And she probably gonna take more than.
And
half.
I'm going to jail because that's revenge porn.
She's probably gonna take more than half too.
That's fine. But I'm going.
You cool? No. So then it ain't worth it because
I just thought about it. Like,
you ain't really getting that much.
I'm
money.
going to jail too because that's revenge porn. Yeah, you can't do that shit. Damn. So, yeah, I just gotta see what the fuck she on, man. All right. Wild bars. So this is KenstraMentalz Keyz. Look at the cones.
Never heard that. That is some wild bars right there. Like, shit.
You spin.
Yeah.
I heard this shit. I was like,
it was jazzy.
Shit.
It was real jazzy.
This nigga spitting out his suit. Put a camera in their face. As long as they say that it's not about race. Man, watch your ass, nigga.
How many times have you listened to that shit?
Oh, dude, I thought you spilled that shit on your fucking, probably three.
Yeah.
No, 5. Because I played it for Marlena and she wasn't entertained. I was like, this shit funny. Fuck out of here. Play it again. You ain't hear what he said. But,
yeah.
All right, shout out. Nah, dude, I thought you spilled your shit on your fucking thing. I was like, so I'm like, why is he being cool?
Oh, yeah, that's
I'm like,
it was empty. You just saw me freak out. Like, oh, God damn. But nah, yeah, it was an empty cup.
All right, man. Shout outs.
Shout out to my wife, my kids. Always holding down, always supporting me, making this world worthwhile to live in. Shout out to you.
I'm gonna kill myself.
Damn. Hey, whatever, man. Shout out to the black-owned businesses, small businesses, entrepreneurs out there doing their thing, showing us the way, inspiring us all to do the same, and being an influence to how we grow and build generational wealth. Shout out to you, bro. Great, show. Great. Everything that we do is like, helping to formulate it all and put it together. Edit. A lot of people, I think we mentioned it before, you do a lot of the editing to our clips.
A lot. All.
As well as putting together, yeah, fuck you, nigga. Like, we get it. You do it, nigga.
I'm trying.
It does take a lot, man. And then it isn't just come in, record. It's a whole production.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So big up to you for, staying true to the shit and us getting to this point where we're over, 100
114
episodes, and that's like still going. So big ups to that, man.
Hey man, well, man, shout out my family. You know what I'm saying? If I don't do that, then I look bad.
Nigga, stop saying that. Just say that you.
No,
fucking,
no. It's only because my wife said that shit. She was like, "That nigga shout out his family." You ain't. I was like, "Now I get a cold."
Now she listen.
Right? No, she always listen when I do something bad. Every time it be some episode where I just wow the fuck out. That's what she listens. She was like, "Oh, I'm listening to the last episode." I'm like, "Fuck."
I shouldn't have said that.
I'd be like, "Look, man."
Shit was said.
I go back. I come back. She got a fucking attitude. She writing in her notepad. I be like, what I say?
She writing responses to your shit.
I just, anyway, I'm shouting my wife out. Shouting my family out.
She preparing her diss record for the day when it comes.
She gonna tear me up. And I'm just gonna fall back like J. Cole.
Podcast like, hey, listen, I respect that.
I'm sorry. I ain't mean all that shit I was saying, man.
I let myself, revert back to the old
peace. I felt like shit. Anyway, shout out my family. Shout out you, bro. Best co-host ever, man. Appreciate you. Everything you do. Motherfucker. Yeah, shout out to listeners. Appreciate y'all, man. Everything y'all do for us. Listening, commenting, critiquing, shitting on us, all that, man. We appreciate everything. Keep it up. We appreciate you new followers. Welcome. Type shit we be on, man. I also want to shout out Hitman Podcast. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Chris, MG, Katie, Cinco. Prayer still up for Cinco and his family. Check out that episode I was on last week. You know what I'm saying? Did my thing in there. Yeah. Started a little beef and all that shit. Gotta shout out King O'Deezy. He's back in the lab. He got some new shit coming out, but still, he got I Chose Violence. It's out right now. Gotta shout out Stacks 100. He in the streets, man. Last time I seen him, he was at a fucking video shoot with a bunch of bitches around him and shit. They say a bus over them hoes in the rain. I was like, damn, nigga. But let me see. Am I forgetting anybody? I don't think so. I hope not. Oh, I love everybody that love me. Love everybody that love us. I think we out.
Yeah. Don't be weird.
This has been the I Ain't Going Show. You can watch us on YouTube or listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, iHeart, Amazon Music, Stitcher, and Audible. Please be sure to rate, review, subscribe, and follow.